Let's do long division today. Now, what is long division? It's like the normal division you do, which is what we call simple division, with subtraction added on the top. So we have simple division and subtraction. We'll put them together and we have long division. I'll write that on the whiteboard. So put together simple division, which is a division you can do already, and subtraction. And what do you get? Long division. So all it means is we do a simple division and then we do a subtraction. We do a simple division again and we do a subtraction. We do a simple division again, then we do a subtraction. That's all long division is. So before I show you what that means, let's review subtraction and simple division. I'm sure it's going to be very easy because you can do it already. If I gave you, for example, 42 minus 18, you would know that you can't do 2 minus 8, so you'd borrow from the 4, and you would have 12 minus 8, which is 4, 3 minus 1, which is 2, and the answer is 24. Let's do another one. 87 minus 22. Start with on the right, 7 minus 2 is 5, move to the left, 8 minus 2 is 6, the answer is 65. Very easy. How about 375 minus 319? We'll start on the right. 5 minus 9, we can't do that. We'll borrow from the 7. 15 minus 9 is 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. 3 minus 3 is 0. Our answer is 56. Okay, on to long division. So we're going to write it like this instead of like this. Our problem is 23 divided by 8. So we put the number on the left underneath, 23, and we put the number on the right outside, like this. So this number inside is going to be our dividend. The number on the outside is going to be our divisor. So the dividend is on the inside. The divisor is the one on the outside. So which one is the one inside? It's a dividend. Which one is the one outside? It's a divisor. Dividend inside, divisor outside. So let's try it. So how many 8s can we get into 23? Well, let's write out all the 8s. 8, 16, 24. No, we've gone too far. 24 is too big. So the highest multiple of 8 we have is 16. This time we write it below. Write highest multiple below. So the number of 8s we can do to get that multiple, we'll put on the top. Now to find the remainder, we have to subtract this number from the number inside, the dividend. So let's subtract this multiple of 8 from 23. Borrow from the 2. So on the right we have 7, on the left 0. our remainder is 7. In other words, 23 divided by 8 is the number on top, 2, with a remainder of 7. Let's try another one. What about if we have 66 divided by 9? So 66 is the number inside, that's our dividend, 9 is our divisor. Now, as you know, we've got to find the highest multiple of 9 before we get to 66. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63. I think we've gone far enough. 63, which is 9 times 7. Oops, I put that in the wrong place. Pardon me. So 9 times 7 is 63. You write the number 63 below. Write the highest multiple below, which is 63. Now we're going to subtract this from the dividend to find the remainder. So 66 minus 63 is 3. So what does that mean? 66 divided by 9 equals 7, with a remainder of 3, which we found through subtraction. Let's do another problem. Okay, you ready? So we're going to do 120 divide, 120 goes inside, divided by 11. So we write the highest multiple below. So what's the highest multiple of 11 we can get to? 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, 99, 110, 121. No, we don't want 121, which is 11 times 10. Put 10 on top. Write the highest multiple below, 110. Now we'll find the remainder by subtracting this from the dividend. Dividend being this one. 120 minus 10 is 10. So our answer is 120 divided by 11 equals 10. Yeah, with a remainder of 10. So now we're going to do some more steps because we're going to do a more complicated division problem. But I'll leave this writing below because this will tell us what we need to do. So how about if we have 314 divided by 6? So first, we're going to break this up. So we're not going to find what the highest multiple of 6 is for 314. Let's start by doing 31 divided by 6. So this is what I mean by break it up. We're going to do exactly the same thing as before. Now the highest multiple of 6 we can get before we get to 31 is 30, which is 6 times 5. 6 times 5 is 30. Now we want to find the remainder. Remember, we subtract the highest multiple from the dividend, which is this number, to find the remainder. It's 1. Now we've got a new step. The new step is bring down the next digit. Of the dividend. So here is our dividend, and now we're going to bring down the next digit. We're going to put it with the remainder and do division again. And now we have 14 divided by 6. So that's 6 times 2 is 12, and we have a remainder of 2. 6 times 2, we're going to put the 2 here, is 12. And we have a remainder of 2. Now we can stop. There aren't any more digits to bring down. So here is our answer, 52, with the remainder of 2. 314 divided by 6 is 52, with the remainder of 2. Let's rub that out and do another one. What about 208 divided by 9? So we have to break this up first. We're not going to divide 9 into 208. We're going to divide it into 20 first. Okay? So what's the highest multiple we can get of 9 before we get to 20? 9, 18, we'll stop here. 9 times 2. 9 times 2 is 18. Now we're going to subtract this from the dividend. So the dividend's up here. We'll subtract 18 from 20. We'll find the remainder, 2. Now you remember what we did last time? We bring down the next digit of the dividend. So let's bring it down. So here's the dividend. Let's bring down the next digit. 8, and we're going to put it together with the remainder. And we have now we're going to do division again. So 28 is a new number we're dividing into. So what's the highest 9 we can get? What's 27? 3 times 9 is 27. And our remainder is 1. No more digits to bring down. Let's stop. So we'll stop whenever we don't have any more digits to bring down. So here is our answer. 208 divided by 9 is 23 with a remainder of 1. You're seeing a button? We're doing similar things each time. We'll try another problem. How about we do, here's a big number, 2,176 divided by what? 3. So, first thing we're going to do is break it up. So we're not going to divide into 2,176. Let's divide into 21. Highest multiple is 21, exactly, which is 3 times 7. 3 times 7 is 21. What's our remainder? 0. So we're going to bring down the next digit. Now here's our new division problem. 7 divided by 3. It's 3 times 2 is 6. So I'll put times 2 up here. Our highest multiple goes down here. We do subtraction. 7 minus 6 Okay, now we have another digit to bring down. So it's going to go all the way down to here, and we're going to combine it with the 1 to get 16. So we're going to do division again. 16 divided by 3. Well, 3 times 5 is 15. Put that 15 here, 5 here. We have a remainder of 1. So we have 2,176 divided by 3 is a number up here, 725, with the remainder of 1. Okay. Let's try a new problem. What about 6,423 divided by 5? Interesting. So the highest, well, first of all, we have to break it down. So we can divide 5 into 6. 5 times 1 is 5. So we find the remainder with subtraction. 1. Now we're going to bring down the next digit. 14. Do division again. All right. 14 divided by 5. 5 times 2 is 10. Find the remainder, 4. Now we're going to bring down the next digit, 2. Highest multiple of 5 we can get before we get to 42 is 40, which is times 8. We'll put the 8 up here. Find the remainder. Oh, it's getting very crowded. I'm going to go sideways. 2. I'm going to bring down the next digit, 3. Now it's the highest multiple of 5 we can get before we get to 23. 20, which is times 4. Now I need to find the remainder by doing subtraction. I know it's getting very crowded, so I'm having to go sideways this time. Our remainder is 3. No more digits to bring down, so we've finished. The answer is 1,284. In other words, 6,423 divided by 5 is this number up here. 1,284 with the remainder of 3. Okay, let's clear all this because we've been doing the same steps over and over again. So let's just trust ourselves to do it without having all the steps written on the screen. What about if we have 10,237? Oh, that's a big number, divided by 2. So what's the first thing we do? We break up the dividend. So let's do 10 divided by 2. Highest multiple is 10, which is times 5. So we'll put the multiple here. We'll put the number we multiply by up here. We find the remainder, 0. Bring down the next digit, 2. 2 into 2. Well, 2 times 1 is 2. 1 up here, multiple down here. You find the remainder, 0. Now we bring down the next digit, 3. So 1, 2 is 2. That's the highest multiple we can get before we get to 3. Find the difference, 1. Now we have 17. So what's the highest multiple of 2 we can get before we get to 17? Highest multiple is 16, which is times 8. 17 minus 16 is 1. So our remainder is 1. 10,237 divided by 2 is the number at the top, 5,118, with a remainder of 1. Okay, so let's just try picking a random number and we'll just go through all the steps. A random number divided by a random number. I'm going to give you 4,699 divided by 7. Break it down, 7 into 4, no, that's 7 is too big. 7 into 46, okay. Highest multiple would be 42, which is 7 times 6. We find the remainder is 4. Bring down the next digit, 49. 7 times 7 is 49. Find the remainder, 0. Bring down the next digit, 9. 7 times 1 is 7. 9 minus 7 is 2. So that's our remainder. So our answer is 671 with a remainder of 2. Okay, let's try another problem. Let's say 478 divided by 5. 5 does not go into 4, so we'll do 5 into 47, which should be 45. 9 times 5 is 45. So find the remainder, 2. Bring down the next digit, 8. 5 goes into 28 5 times. You get 25. Find the remainder, 3. The answer is 95 with a remainder of 3. Okay, one last one. What if we do 1,112 divided by 10? 10 doesn't go into 1, but 10 goes into 11. Once. So right, 10 times 1 is 10. Remainder 1. Bring down the next digit, 1. 10 goes into 11 once. 1 times 10 is 10. Find the remainder, 1. Bring down the next digit, 2. 10 goes into 12 once. 1 times 10 is 10. Find the remainder, 2. Here is our answer, 111, remainder 2. Okay, so what are the steps? So step 1, break down the dividend. That's the number inside. To do a simpler division problem. Step 2, you write the answer at the top. Then we find the remainder. Find the remainder. and then bring down the next digit. And then we do division again. So what does this mean? 1,299 divided by 9. So we break down the dividend through division. Find the remainder, bring down the next digit, 9. We do division. Find the remainder, bring down the next digit. Do division. Find the remainder. No more digits to bring down, so now we've got the answer at the top, 144, with the remainder at the bottom. That's it. Long division. Thank you for watching.